And we have to ask ourselves, do you want to build those who do coding, or is it even for different clients? And I'm ready to, for the first few months, to give a conference room. I'll be able to cater for that. And I think that will be good for us. Yes, I think Moshai will convene a few. We have our offices in Nairobi Garage. Maybe you can do one of it, either in Westlands or Town or Spring Valley. Then maybe you can have maybe the second week, the first week, maybe just have a specific day. Then we can be meeting as a team. And maybe also like we can take from WordPress, for example. They usually have word camps, and in Kenya they have like a word camp every year. So maybe you can call our Frappe Local event and have it yearly or something of the sort, where we can have guests as we have done, maybe a 2-day. Then that will be great because we learn more and we get to interact more. Thank you so much.
When we started looking at ERPNext, we had also been looking at Odoo. It's been mentioned a couple of times also today. A lot of you probably have seen also billboards all over the place. We haven't looked at them recently, but I guess just also knowing how it compares, what the power is of ERPNext Frappe over Odoo, for those who have recently sort of compared, it's been mentioned a couple of times in the slides, is great. But if we can have that info also shared in the group, it will also help, because probably a lot of us will run into that conversation, as in, okay, how does it compare then to Odoo? And rather than having to dig up all of that, we can be sharing that so that we can also be pushing, because they're quite aggressively, I guess, marketing. And I think we also need to become more aggressive in terms of having an alternative voice as well, even if there won't be any billboards up soon. I also wanted to basically thank you, Mushai, for also allowing us to join the program quite late, and for you facilitating this. So I also want to say asante sana.
Firstly, thank you everyone for coming in. It's really nice to see the community growing. So from Frappe, I think what I can promise is within few months, maybe we'll have an Africa community landing page, so that many of us mentioned that we want to conduct webinars. People mentioned that they want to share stories. Some of them have already self-implemented ERPNext. So maybe we can work and have a landing page for the Africa Frappe community. Yeah.
Just so that I don't disappoint most of us here who were asking why I didn't come to the stage, I decided to stand here to give one comment, particularly on the issue of meetings every month. That's a very good idea. But we need to also make sure that that is something that will last. Because from experience, when people meet and then the agenda is not very clear, we can meet the first few months, but then if we don't have a very clear agenda as to why we are meeting and what is in it for all of us, it's not going to succeed in the long run. It's going to fail. So maybe in the near future, Mushai, you are very good in this, and thank you so much also for organizing this event. I know this was not easy. Coordinating all these people that are seated here, that's good, Moshai. Thank you so much for that. So maybe Moshai can take this over, organize this, and make sure maybe in the first few weeks or few months, Moshai, depending on how this is going to be for you, we can discuss on ideas, even if they are online meetings, and find out what exactly are we going to be doing when we meet physically, and how are we going to make sure that that's something that's going to last for a couple of years. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, so one common format you have for meetups is, you have call for proposal. So anybody can come and show and tell, if you're making something or customizing, or make it a presentation format where you have 2 or 3 people presenting every meeting. So, that creates and then you publish the agenda out to the community also. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Cynthia Nadongo. I have a question to the Frappe. I work in the IT department, and my colleagues, the users of the system, they get to ask me, why don't we have an application on ERP? What could be the reason behind that? It's something you've ever thought about it, or you have some reasons why you don't have that, or does it?
You're saying for IT support?
Hmm?
What is the application?
Like a mobile
mobile application.
of
Okay,
ERP.
okay.
We have a web, it's on web. Why don't you have a mobile?
Yeah, so I mean, whoever uses ERPNext on mobile, like it works in the browser. So that's the best answer.
Okay.
We tried building one application on Flutter. We actually invested one full year in it, but it was just double engineering. And the mobile browsers are getting so better now that in the long run, it's so much easier to just maintain one code base for both the web and the mobile. So there is also this progressive web app. I don't know if anybody seen the new HR mobile app that we published. It's very smooth. I mean, you can just go and see it online. Just Google Frappe HR mobile app. So there is a mobile app already, at least for HR we have now.
For HR only?
Yeah, for HR.
Okay.
Okay, so we are nearing the end of our conference today, and I would like us to welcome our director. But just before we welcome our director, once he does the vote of thanks, we'll just come on top of this pulpit here, and all of us will be taking a very nice photo. And yes, so our director is very dear to us, so I'd like us to stand and clap for him. Yes, let's clap for him.
Okay. So I think at this juncture, the only thing remaining to say is thank you very much for attending. It takes a lot of effort to spare someone's time and come to such an event. Thank you for the speakers. We really had good talks. Because like Morgi and Mahmoud, I really know them from Telegram. We just chat. A lot of people here, we chat, but I have never met them, right? So even Mark, we kind of chat, but I have never met him. So I'm like, maybe if you want to do a talk, you can show up and then you do a talk. That's how it happened. That's it, really. Thank you very much. I can't thank you enough. Sorry, I keep forgetting this. I really want to thank Ankita. Even yesterday we had this meeting with partners and I kept talking. I always have something to say. Ankita is like the glue of all the partners in the region. ERP champions know that. Any partner who is around, she's like the one who is the glue of almost every other partner around here, right? And she's the one who is very supportive of the partners in the Frappe ecosystem and the African region and so on. Yeah, you can talk to her. She's really nice. Thank you.